Hello and welcome to the Mayor's Office. I'm here today with Mrs. Geraldine Kearse in honor of Women's History Month. And I have to tell you, I couldn't be more honored than have a special woman like this here with us today. Not only is she special because of all the things that she's done, but I've known her since I was a little child, like a second mother to me, growing up with her children and family. So it's just great to be able to be here today. And I'm honored to interview you in this aspect so that we can let everybody who doesn't know you, but everybody knows you, about all the things that you've accomplished. And it's great to honor you for Women's History Month.
Thank you.
So if you would tell me a little bit and tell the public a little bit about yourself.
Born and raised in Peekskill, New York. Was married to my husband, Coleman Kearse, who passed away. I have 3 beautiful children, 3 daughters.
And their names are?
Oldest is Charlene, who's in Chicago. Next is Renee, who's a teacher at the middle school. And then my baby, LaToya, who is a computer analyst.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and you've lived in Peekskill all your life?
All my life, yes.
Okay.
I love it.
Tell us about your career.
Well, starting out working at Peekskill Dude Ranch. I don't know if you
Oh, I remember Peekskill
Really?
Dude
Okay.
Ranch. Absolutely.
We used to wait on tables, but my grandmother was a cook out there, and that's where we started out. We used to, after school, weekends, we used to go out there and work from Friday night till Sunday morning, and they would bring us back home. And we did that, oh goodness, at least about 8 years. And then I worked at Big Scott. We did all the little things.
Mm-hmm.
And then my husband, Coleman, encouraged me to apply for the post office, and I did, and I passed the test. I'll never forget Mr. Sorcelli and Louis Pataki brought me in the back room and said, well, if you can lift this bag, 70-pound bag, you got the job. So he brought me to the truck outside, the big long tractor-trailer truck. At that time, it would take up the whole parking lot. And I had to go all the way to the back of the truck, drag it to the front, lift it, and throw it outside.
How hard was that?
Very hard.
Okay.
But working at Peekskill Dude Ranch, lifting those trays and everything got me
Prepared you.
Got me prepared, yes.
Wonderful.
And after their post office, I was at Peekskill Post Office. They had to even make a bathroom for me because I was the first lady.
Not only were you the first lady, but you were the first African-American lady
Yes.
to work in our Peekskill Post Office?
Yes.
Folks, this is history in the making, so please listen carefully. Continue, I'm sorry.
They had to make a bathroom for me, and I worked the window. I delivered mail, picked up mail from the mailboxes, supervisor for the clerks. I did a little bit of everything. And then I was there for 18 and a half years. I worked the window. I loved it. I loved dealing with the people.
I can see that.
I remember when it was Christmas time, long lines, people were kind of discouraged, and I said, don't worry, you're going to be next, you're coming up. And while they were waiting in line, I always made sure that they were happy.
Customer service at its best.
I tried. And then I applied for a job out at, as an officer in charge, out at Granite Springs Post Office.
So tell me what an officer in charge is.
Officer in charge means the postmaster's gone, and while he's absent from that office, you're in charge of the office.
Okay.
So that was in Granite Springs. They had a postmaster there who had been there for a long, long time, and they weren't used to anybody else. And then to see me there, the first African-American lady there too, they were kind of shocked at first, but after I was there, only supposed to be there for 6 months as officer in charge, but I was there for 1.5 years, almost 2 years.
Wow.
And they loved me there too, and I loved them. And then I applied for postmaster at Crampon Post Office. I got that. I was lucky and blessed, and I was there for 18 and a half years also, retired from there.
Just a few years, 18 and a half
18
years.
and a half, yes.
As a postmaster.
And I loved it.
Phenomenal.
And I was the 3rd postmaster, and the first African-American lady there.
Wow, it's wonderful. So your career all in all with the post office was how many years?
37 and a half.
37 and a half years. Wow. Thank you so much for your service. a trailblazer in your own right to be the first African American and first woman person to work in our post office here and to be a postmaster. So unbelievable. As I said, I know your family, but share a little bit about your family and your husband and the great man that he was, and then your sister, and I know you have grandchildren now, and tell us a little bit about your family and what that means to you here.
Okay, first of all, my mother, she was the one that really nurtured us to do the right thing. And then coming up, I met my husband in Brooklyn, and you know, after marriage, he and I started working. There was times when he's the one that took care of the kids while I was working, because at the post office, you work long hours. And, you know, like even at Crown Pond, I was the one that was in charge. I was out there shoveling snow, doing everything, keeping the lobby clean, doing, you know, a little bit of everything. But while I was doing that, he was home taking care of the kids, even babysitting for other mothers at home.
That's a partnership.
It was, yes. So, you know, he was a great help. 3 daughters, raising them wasn't easy. Renee, Sherry, and Latoya.
I know you did service as well in the city of Peekskill. You were part of our senior, and still are our Peekskill Senior Club.
Yes.
I understand you were the president there for 8 years?
Yes,
Okay.
Senior Citizen Club. That was good. I loved it, and I think hopefully they loved me. We would do everything, go on trips, you know, made sure that we included everybody, you know, there. I moved the age down to 55 because a lot of the, I think it was 60 or 65, the age limit. So a lot of people still wanted to come. I know I had to wait until I was 60 to, you know, to join. So I moved the age down to 55, and we got a little bit more people in. And they loved it, and we would, you know, go on trips and, you know.
Prior to COVID, it was a very vibrant club and
yes.
doing a lot. So
Yes,
we'll hope
yes.
to see it get back being as vibrant past COVID.
Yeah, the president that's coming up, that is president now, that's what she's working on. She's doing an excellent job.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And sister, you said, I got a sister,
you have a
Dolores.
sister?
I had a brother, you know, Walter, who passed away, and then my sister, Dolores Mosley, and she has a son, Tyreek, and my daughter, Charlene, married in Chicago, 1 grandson,
Okay.
Quentin, she's the oldest, then Renee, and I think everybody in Peekskill knows her. She's they call her the teacher.
Yes, we all know Miss
Yeah.
Renee.
She's she has 1 son, Tyreek. He's graduated from college and he's living in Virginia.
Okay.
And Latoya, my baby, her husband is Wilson, and they have twins, a boy and a girl, Lucas and Loren. That's my hearts.
That's wonderful. So, as I can affectionately call Miss Jerry, you've done all of these things, but we know we see you behind a camera at all times. Anywhere that she is, she's snapping a photo, and you can almost certainly call her up and ask her for a photo of something, and she will have it. So that is preserving history and preserving just, you know, our culture, and we appreciate that. But she doesn't just stop at that. Tell me the boards that you sit on as well. You're a busy woman.
Okay. Before you go to that, let me just say something about the pictures. I take a lot of pictures, and I mean a lot. And I know I still owe a lot of people a lot of pictures.
So I wasn't going to say that. I was letting you off the hook, but you said that.
No, but I said when I retired, that's what I'm going to do. But even in retirement, you know, I get so involved in so many other things, I just have not taken the time. But I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Boards that I've been on, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. But some of the
Tell me your current boards. What do you serve now?
Peekskill Field Home, and they've changed hands now. It's called Yorktown Rehab Center. I'm on the board of directors there. I've been there 23 years on that one. And the Seabury, which is the assisted living part of that.
Okay.
The senior center at my church, Mount Lebanon Baptist Church. I'm the photographer there. I haven't been there in like 2 years. I don't think anybody's been, you know, for the COVID and everything, but And also when I was going to Star, I was their photographer. Star Bethlehem in Austin, I was photographer there also.
Oh, is there anything you want to tell us that I haven't asked you about?
There's so much, but I can't remember.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you for sitting down for a little while with me and letting us know all the things, incredible things that you have done and accomplished. For folks at home, I again want to thank Mrs. Kearse for being here with us today. She's had a lively past. She has made history here in our city. I'd like to commend her for that and thank her for that, for being a trailblazer for everyone to see that if you work hard, you can accomplish many things. And these are the shoulders that we stand on as younger women. So thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much, Mrs. Kearse.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.